The tavern sat at the edge of the old highway, where the city lights faded and the desert began. Most people passed it without a second look. The sign flickered. The windows were fogged with age and smoke. Inside, it smelled of fried onions, spilled beer, and stories that never made the news. Ethan Cole owned the place. He had owned it for 12 quiet years. Every evening, he wiped the same counter, poured the same drinks, and listened to the same kind of men complain about the same kind of lives. Truckers, night shift guards, lost souls who liked places that did not ask questions. Ethan liked it that way. After midnight, when the last customer left and the chairs were flipped onto tables, Ethan locked the front door and turned off the neon sign. That was when his real routine began. He went to the back, through a narrow hallway that smelled of dust and bleach, and opened the cellar door. The steps creaked as he descended, carrying a tray of food. Still awake? Ethan asked softly. In the far corner of the cellar sat the old alien. He was tall but bent, his long frame folded in on itself like a broken machine. His skin had once been a deep blue, Ethan guessed, but now it was faded and cracked, marked with pale scars that glowed faintly in the dark. His eyes were large and silver, clouded with age. The alien lifted his head slowly. "You returned," he said, his voice thin but calm. "I always do," Ethan replied. "Brought stew tonight. And bread." The alien nodded, a gesture he had learned over the months. Ethan placed the tray on the floor and stepped back. He never got too close. Respect mattered. The alien ate slowly, carefully, as if each bite was precious. Ethan watched in silence, leaning against the stone wall. Months ago, Ethan had found him behind the tavern, collapsed near the dumpsters. At first, Ethan thought it was a prank or a dying man in a costume. Then the alien opened his eyes and spoke in a language Ethan had never heard, yet somehow understood. The alien had said only one thing that night. "Please, do not turn me in." Ethan had helped him inside. Since then, the alien had told his story in fragments. He was called Tarek, or something close to it. He had come to Earth decades ago, part of a quiet observation group. No invasion, no contact, just watching. Then something went wrong. His people left, or were destroyed. Tarek did not know which. He had been stranded, aging faster on Earth than he should have. Hiding, running, forgotten. Why me? Ethan had asked once. Why tell a human? Tarek had looked at him for a long time before answering. "Because you see me," he said, "and you did not reach for a weapon." Ethan never told anyone. Not his friends. Not the regulars. Not even the bartender who worked weekends. The world had enough fear already. For almost a year, the secret stayed buried beneath the tavern, until the night the black SUVs arrived. It was early evening. The tavern was half full. Ethan was pouring a drink when he noticed a sound. Low engines. Too quiet. Too controlled. Through the front window, he saw them pull up. 3 black SUVs. No plates. Tinted windows. Every muscle in Ethan's body went tight. The tavern door opened. 4 men walked in, all wearing dark jackets, all moving like they owned a room. They did not look at the menu. They did not smile. One of them stepped forward. "Ethan Cole?" the man asked. "That's me," Ethan said, keeping his voice steady. "We need to talk." The room went quiet. The regulars sensed trouble and did not want it. After closing, Ethan said, "You want a drink? Order one. Otherwise, you're blocking the door." The man studied him, then nodded. After closing, he agreed. They waited outside. Ethan finished the night on autopilot. When the last customer left, he locked the door and turned to find the 4 men already inside. "How did you get in?" Ethan asked. "Doesn't matter," the leader said. "You've been hiding something in your cellar." Ethan's heart pounded, but his face stayed calm. "I store beer and old junk down there." "Not what our sensors picked up," the man replied. "Non-human biological signature. Old. Weak. but real. So that was it. You're making a mistake, Ethan said. He's not dangerous. We didn't say he was, the man said. But he doesn't belong here. The cellar door creaked open on its own. Tarek stood at the bottom of the steps, leaning on the wall for support. His silver eyes met Ethan's. It is time, Tarek said quietly. No, Ethan snapped. You're not going anywhere. The men raised their weapons, strange devices that hummed softly. Tarek lifted a thin hand. Please, he said, do not harm him. He has shown kindness when your world did not. The leader hesitated. You know who we are? He asked Tarek. Yes, Tarek replied. Your kind is known of us longer than you admit. Ethan looked between them, confused. What's going on? The leader sighed. He's not just an alien, Mr. Cole. He's a witness. A survivor from a species that once warned us. Warned you about what? Ethan asked. Tarek's eyes dimmed. About what comes after us, he said. Silence filled the cellar. The universe does not reward loud species. Tarek continued. It notices them. The leader lowered his weapon. That information is classified, he said. It will not save you to hide it, Tarek replied. But it may save him. Tarek turned to Ethan. You fed me when I had nothing, he said. Now I will give you something in return. Tarek placed his hand against the stone wall. Light spread, soft and warm. Images flooded Ethan's mind. Stars. Ships. A future where Earth was not alone, but not helpless either. When the light faded, Tarek slumped. The men rushed forward, catching him before he fell. What did you do? Ethan asked, shaken. Gave him a path, Tarek whispered. A choice. The leader looked at Ethan with a different expression now. Respect mixed with fear. You're coming with us, he said. Ethan swallowed. Am I under arrest? No, the man replied. You're under protection. They took Tarek away gently, not in chains, but on a stretcher designed for his body. Before the SUV doors closed, Tarek looked back one last time. Thank you, friend, he said. The SUVs drove off into the night. Weeks passed. The tavern stayed open. Life looked normal from the outside. One evening, Ethan found an envelope on the counter. No stamp, no name. Inside was a single device, small and smooth, and a note. You fed the right stranger. When the time comes, use this. Ethan locked the envelope in his safe and went back to wiping the counter. The sign flickered. The night went on, and somewhere far beyond the stars, Earth was no longer unnoticed.